Okay, Panther Power Time. What do you all know about Panther Power Time?
What the heck is Panther Power Time?
Panther Power Time is going to be a section of time within the day, which you're not going to any classes, but you're going specifically to lunch, tutorial, club meetings, or if all of your classes are 70 and higher, you will have some reward time. It's going to be based on what we call right here the Panther Power Time Master Schedule. Okay? You can see for you students when we have tutorial in each subject and what day of the week that you will have that tutorial. Okay, if you're particularly struggling in any subject, you will go to tutorial at least once a week. Struggling meaning if you are less than a 70, so 69 or lower, you're going to be required to go to tutorial at least once a week. Any other time is going to be optional for you. You all follow me so far? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so, but how do you know when to go to tutorial? Because if you look at the master schedule, you will see that each tutorial has an A or a B at some time during the week. You can see that all the way through. Alright, so how do you know? And when do you go to lunch? And when do you go where? Okay, that's when you start thinking about your student scheduler, which can be found on our website. But the student scheduler looks something like this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And this is the alphabet, going to be busted up based on your last name. A through J is going to have A lunch. And K through Z is going to have B lunch. So if your last name is Holly Brusky, what lunch do you go to? You're going to go to A lunch. So for Holly, she would go to A lunch all the way across for the week. Because this would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So what would Holly be doing during lunch B times every day of the week? Holly would have to ask herself, how is she doing in her classes? Most of you have 4 classes. If you have less than a 70 in any one of those classes, you have to somehow put tutorial into your schedule.
What if we have early release?
If you have early release, you will be done with your classes first, second, third, and fourth block before Panther Power Time ever begins. So unless you have tutorial, you could really just go ahead and leave. We will have permission forms for you to be able to do that, and you can leave campus after that time, and you don't even have to go to Panther Power Time. Unless, of course, you have a club you need to go to, or if you have tutorial that you need to go to, because that would take precedence over that.
What if I have a club during my A lunch, but I also have a club during my B lunch? When do I eat?
Right, good question. All right, if you have a club and both A and B lunches on the same day, you can bring your lunch and eat those lunches wherever those clubs are meeting. Most clubs are going to be meeting in the auditorium, and that will be clear for you. And you can have a bring your lunch, and then you can eat lunch during that club time. If you have to have a cafeteria tray and you still want to go to both club meetings, extenuating circumstances will let you do that. But for the most part, if you have to get a cafeteria tray, we are allowing you to stay in the cafeteria area. We don't want you to get a cafeteria tray and then go to a teacher's classroom.
So what if I have A lunch, but I'm supposed to go to a math tutorial during B lunch, but I also have JoCo team drivers that day? Where do I go?
Okay, if you have a club the same time that you have tutorial and a conflict is here, you can switch when you have tutorial. Math tutorial for her would normally be during lunch B, but math tutorials also offered tutorial A. So could she switch her math tutorial to right here? Yes, the answer is she could. Go to math tutorial during A lunch, but then where would she have lunch? She could simply go to lunch during lunch B on that day. That way she can make her club here, math tutorial here, and then go to lunch here. The only thing you would need to do is get a switch pass from that math tutorial teacher to let her know of the switch and that you're going to the cafeteria during a different time than when you're scheduled.
So what if I don't go to my tutorial?
If you miss tutorial, teachers have a oops I missed tutorial form. They will fill that out on you. They will get that to me and I'll be calling you into the office. At that time I'm going to assign you to ALC for both lunch blocks. So instead of going to tutorial for one lunch block, Now you get the opportunity to make up any work that you're missing for 2 lunch blocks in room 402.
Ooh, bird.
So where can I go if I don't have a tutorial or a club?
Okay, the places you can go if you do not have a club or you don't need to go to tutorial, places around the building. First, we're going to have the new gym open with intramural sports going on, but only 75 students can go at a time. You're going to need your student ID in order to get in. The old gym is going to be a social area, and again, 75 students can go there, but you're going to need your student ID to get in. The weight room will also be open, and you can have 40 going into the weight room. Now, remember to bring your tennis shoes if you want to go into those gym areas. Also, Computer Lab 204. We're going to have that open for a quiet area. You're going to need earbuds so that you can work at a computer quietly, and about 32 students are going to go in there. We're going to have the Media Center open if you want to do group work and projects with your fellow classmates, and 50 students, again with your student ID, will be able to get into those places. Also, teachers are going to have the option of opening their classrooms for you. If you want to bring your lunch and eat in the teachers' classrooms, it's entirely up to them. It will be option for them where they want to open it for you, but a lot of them will. They might have some days where they need to close it off so they can get some extra work done, but they will have a sign outside the door and let you know that. There's the bell. That's all we have time for today. You all go ahead and make it a great day. SGA out!